Hi everyone, this is Kat. Yes, I am going to talk to you about the artisan trading cards. Okay, there are many variations of the artisan trading cards, okay? I've been doing them for quite some time, since my early 20s, and I'm pushing 50, okay? I'm old, let's hear it. Aw, grandma. Yeah, I'm old. But anyway, I've been doing these for, I would say, almost 30-something years. Okay. I was doing them, but I had taken a long vacay from doing them because of life, and children, and speaking of children, say hi, Ballistic A. She's not talking to me. I woke her up. Okay. This is just some of the variations of what you need or what you can use. You can use anything you want to in your cards to make your cards. And I go all out when I do mine. I like everything from the cutesy ootsy to the what the heck were you thinking of, woman? But when I do my cards and I put them in a sleeve, I put them in a sleeve right here. Let me move this thing. Okay. I put them into this sleeve. This is a really good sleeve. And I don't put them in a book. Where did my box go? Oh, it's in my lap. Look. I put them in this box. This box is a collector's box for cards. And what you do is you take them and you put all your cards in there. And these are some of the cards. And what I usually do is I take these. They're artisan card backings for your cards, but they're a little bit too big for what I like to do to go onto the back of my cards. So when I make a card, like this is one of my fells. I do not like it at all. It's of a cat lady holding a bag. And what I do is I write all my information. Of course, always sign your work. Sign it. Without a signature, it's just another card. But I write all my information down, and then I just slide that right on in there. Like that. Let me turn off the light. This is awful bright. But, okay. This is what else you can do. Okay. These are, this one here I was making for Valerie, but I kind of like screwed it up. I used my Cricut, a Cricut cartridge to make this and to do Cute Charms Forevers. These are hers. And Valerie, don't stare at the owl, you dirty person, you. But these are two artisan cards that belong to somebody. Well, one of them does. The other one is Kaka. I didn't like it. And this one here is my personal one because everybody knows I am a skull freak. And it's a tombstone with my name on it. That one is for me. And this in here is one that I'm working on, and it's just watercolors. Just watercolors on a cardstock. And this one here is a rubber stamp with embossing, glitter, and rhinestones. And I'm going to make a polymer clay spider, and it's going to be in the middle. So this one here is Valerie's. I like it, maybe, if I don't keep it. And it will go on a sleeve. But I make all my cards the size of a playing card. This is the exact size of a trading card. Now, there are different variations of a trading card. Some people take the trading cards and they turn the trading cards into bookmarks, where they make the trading bookmarks. My daughter makes those. Ballista K makes the bookmarks to trade, and you can do trading bookmarks. You can do them anime. You can do them for your church. I beg your pardon? Yes, go get me an example. She's going to go get me an example. So I'll just set these to the side. And then some people do their trading cards in little canvases. And then you find a bunch of people who do this. And then they trade these back and forth. These are not to be sold. They're pieces of work to promote you. And what they do back in the day, they used to use these artisan cards to promote their art business, or to bring people into their place to buy their art, to show people what they are capable. How do you pronounce that word? Capable.
They're not done yet.
Okay. Well, these aren't done yet. I'll show them to you in a minute. But you can get these at Michael's. They come 4 in a packet, and they're $4.99, and they come in 2 sizes. But remember, if you're going to do an artisan card or an artisan canvas, they have to be under a certain size. They have to be small and miniature in size. But like I said, there are many verifications of what you can do. And this is an example of the bookmarks that Ballistic K has done. This one is mine right here, the one with the cracked lens. And this one is hers. And we will always have a bookmark together. So that's an example of the bookmarks. Now I'll show you some of the stuff that you can use. Okay, everybody knows that you can use the Cricut. Okay, you can rubber stamp for the backgrounds. Rubber stamping is good. You can put ribbon. You can use scrapbooking paper of any kind. If you've got a Stizzix, break it out. If you've got hole punches, break it out. And these little tablets are really good. They come in a set of 3 books this size, and you get 18 sheets, and you just cut it basically in half, and you get double your cards by you doing that with these sheets. You can use wire. You will need a paper cutter. You will need a pair of scissors. You can take your polymer clay canes that you buy. You can use these little canes. As a matter of fact, I used this cane on the girl holding the bag. I don't know if you can see that. Let me block some of that out. But it's a little skull and crossbone. But you can use those. You can take the big erasers. They have cupcakes and everything. When I made the Pastry Diva hers, this is what I used on hers. You can use acrylic. You can use watercolor. You can use a crimper. This is a crimper, and what you do is you basically put your paper in there. Whoops, let me bring this out this way. You put your paper in there, and then you just turn that nozzle, and it crimps it. You can use embossing powder. You can use embossing ink. You can go outside. Where did I put my leaves? Well, I've lost my leaves. Well, at least I didn't lose my... Oh, nope, here they are. You can go outside. And now that the leaves are changing, you can use dried flowers. You can use leaves from outside. You can use your acrylic paints. You can use old movie tickets, wrestling tickets. You can use polymer clay. You can use resin. Here's a resin bow. You can use resin. You can, these are watercolored pencils here. These are pencils that when you put water to them, they turn into watercolor. You can use them. You can use magic markers. You can use duct tape. Put that back. You can use seed beads. You can use stickers. You can use anything that will stick to a piece of paper, sew onto a piece of paper, glue to a piece of paper, melt to a piece of paper. You can even take your resin and actually spread a thin layer of resin on your paper, on your card, and make it that way. And you can use, isn't this pretty? Look, the pastry diva sent me that. I love her so much. Oh my gosh, you should see the purse she sent me. Oh, I'm sorry, ADD moment. But you can use ribbon on this. You can use duct tape. You can use a sponge. You know, anything that you want. It don't have to necessarily fit inside a plastic sleeve like I have showed you here. It doesn't have to necessarily fit inside the plastic sleeve. They have special frames that you can buy for your artisan cards. If you get an artisan card that you're really proud of and you really like, Hobby Lobby can sell, well they sell them there for artisan cards and artisan canvas. And they even have little stands. Hold on. There you go. They have little stands like this that you can set your cards on. Or you can even make your own mat, and you can put your stuff on a mat. But there's so many varieties. Not only artisan cards don't have to necessarily be the size of a trading card. That's not necessarily true. An artisan card is a small piece of work that a person can carry with them that doesn't take up much space. And artisan cards can be like the artisan canvases, big and small, as long as they're under a certain, they can't be 5 inches, 4 inches. As long as you keep them about 3 inches to 3.5 inches tall to about 2 inches wide to about 2.5 inches wide. But for those that do the artisan canvases, it's always good. You can put them in frames, and there is special sleeves that you can buy to slide these into if you do them. So artisan cards, you can basically do whatever you want. It's a fun medium, and you can also get pictures out of the newspaper. But only one thing is, an artisan card I had seen on somebody's video to where they quote unquote did a artisan card, but they printed it off the computer. No, an artisan card is not a print that you print off the computer and you stick it on a piece of cardboard. An artisan card has to do with something that you have done handmade, not that you have drawn on a computer and printed out. Anybody can do that. An artisan card is, if you like, I would take this sunflower here. I would cut out the sunflower. I would color it with my trusty, yes, I got a Hello Kitty pencil pouch. I would color this sunflower with a pencil. I would color it with colored pencils, and then I would lay it on my card. I would possibly go over it with an embossing and add a little bit of glitter, clear embossing to make it stand up and to raise. And then I would do the whole surrounding background surrounding that picture. But you don't print it out on the computer, slap it on a cardboard, and say it's a piece of artwork, because anybody can do that. An artisan card is something that you get creative, you get your hands dirty, you use your tools, you utilize your brain, and you make something. You make a one of a kind, and you make it to way you're feeling at the moment. If you're feeling sad, make it dark, make it sad. If you're feeling angry, make it vividly red, dark, anger colors. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're okay, I'm sorry. If you're happy, you don't clap your hands now. Use bright colors, red, bright pinks, yellows, greens, and be happy with it. And if you make it for someone like Cute Charms Forever, she likes owls. So I made her one especially for her with owls, fall colors, because that's when most of the owls come out. Fall colors with flowers and shiny, and it's a really cute owl. The Pastry Diva, I made her cupcakes, all hand-painted watercolored cupcakes. I cut them out on the Stizzix. I put them all to pieced all the layers together and made it for her. Valerie, I'm making hers of a cat and a spider web. And Lady Jarhead, I made hers of a koi fish. But like I said, have fun. Let your imagination run wild with these artisan cards if you're going to do them. And if you do them, be creative. Don't print something out that's already on the computer. Get in there with your hands, your paints, your glues, everything, and go have fun. That's what they're for. And trade them off. And yes, I would be more than happy to trade anyone any of the artisan cards I want. You just tell me what kind of stuff that you like, and maybe if I have time, I'll make an artisan card for you. But I like to have a challenge, so if you want me to make you a card, give me a challenge. So I'll let you all go. So in my famous words, I am going to say it. Everybody say it with me. Ready? Peace out. Toodles. Have fun. Happy crafting. Bye, everybody.